Hello adventurers, and welcome back to another episode of Underdark Cellars. Today we are continuing our Dungeon Meshi episode 4 journey by making bread that Senshi made with stolen grain. Let's dive right in and get started, shall we? Now I'm not going to throw you straight into the deep end with bread. We're going to make rolls. So we're going to combine our whole milk, instant yeast, and a little bit of sugar in a bowl out of a stand mixer and let that rest for about 5 minutes until it's nice and foamy like you see here. Then we're going to add in some salt, the remainder of our sugar, our flour, an egg, our butter, and 1/3 of our total flour. And we're going to beat that together until the egg is broken up, the butter is incorporated, and the flour has mostly absorbed everything. We're going to scrape down the sides of the bowl and add in the next third of our flour. Repeating that, we're going to mix it in, wait for everything to be integrated, and we're going to add in the remainder of our flour. Once all of our flour is added, we're going to knead this on medium speed for about 5 minutes until gluten has formed and it's nice and springy. We're going to oil a large bowl and put our dough in there. We're going to let that rest and rise for about an hour to an hour and a half in a warm spot. Now, you can bake it in whatever dish you like, but I saw that in the show it was in a round like pan. I didn't have a pan that was able to go in the oven, so I'm using some cake pans, and I'm using this little method to create a liner for the bottom so that the rolls don't get stuck. So I'm just folding a piece of parchment paper into 8s, and then I'm going to cut around it, grease the bottom of the pan and the sides so that it sticks, and plop it down there. Once the dough is risen, I'm going to turn it out onto a floured surface, and I'm going to divide the dough into 16 pieces. So I'm going to cut the dough in half and then divide each half into 8 sections. Once our dough is cut into equal sections, we're going to create little dough balls by taking all the edges, wrapping them up and cinching them together, and then rolling it in our hands until we have 16 equal dough balls that we are going to put in our little cake tins. Make sure to leave a good amount of room around each dough ball because they're going to take another 30 to 45 minutes to rise and then bake. They're going to fill up that pan very quickly. Allow these to rise for about half an hour or 45 minutes until they've doubled in size. We're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we are going to pop these in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes until they're nice and golden. Once they're out of the oven, we're going to brush them with some softened butter and sprinkle them with a little bit of sea salt. I would have used flaky sea salt if I had it, but here we are. They look amazing. They tasted amazing. I neglected to get a photo of the crumbs, so you're just gonna have to trust me on this one. This recipe is super light and fluffy, delicious dinner rolls. I definitely recommend that you make these. They taste amazing. They store well. Just make them, trust me. But that brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you liked what you saw, smash that like button. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, drop those in the comment section below. I love to hear from you. I'm happy to chat with you. And make sure you're subscribed. We're trying to grow the channel. We're almost at 150, which is crazy because a month ago I think we were at like 80, maybe 60. Anyway, make sure you also ring that bell for notifications so you know when videos go live. And that is it. So make sure you take care of yourself today. Do something nice for someone else. And adventurers, I bid you adieu, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.